Hello, everyone. This Baba Sheikh. Well, my family we there today for come update family about the Sierra Leone Memorial and Thanksgiving Day. We get for take place this month on the 10th of January 2026 now Rotterdam. So we'd invite each and every one of we Sierra Leoneans or West Africans for lay them will be part of this particular memorable day. So on that note, I get my brothers then I way there today for can give you an update on waiting get for happen that particular day. So I go want for lay the particular person we come up with this idea and we um, organization from Rotterdam. Ingo can give you a particular intro about waiting there for take place. But before that, I go want for the panelists then will introduce themselves to Fambulem, and after that, we will update now on waiting there for happen on this particular day, we now Saturday, the 10th of January 2026 in Rotterdam. So anybody we see himself now the screen, I believe say for introduce tell Fambulem, I will introduce yourself to Fambulem.
Yes, Kambule Mona, good day. Mina Ibrahim Sori, one of the initiators for the Sierra Leone Memorial Day.
Well, Fambule, good evening. I'm Mina Pastor Roland. See, Mina, one of the one that we so much committed towards the progress of the Memorial Day program.
Well, Fambu na Kabo, Mina Anes Mana, and Mina one of the planning committee members them for the Sierra Leone Memorial Thanksgiving celebration the Netherlands.
Okay, thanks so very much. Well, mi Fambulem, we there today for can tell you now within now the importance of this particular Memorial Day. So on that note, I go want for one of you go give you a short history about this particular Memorial Day. Waiting are the reason behind this Memorial Day.
Okay. So, well, make a start, but I think me go start with because we get a press release we don't put together. I go try for read that one first, and after which, I think we will be able go back and try for give answer to the question where you don't ask sooner. This press release we don't write on December 25th. I will read them as a day in English, so now bear with me. As one know me not to English person, me na Sierra Leonean, so I will do my best for read them. Sierra Leone Memorial Day 2026, a call to national remembrance and diaspora duty. Dates 24th December 2025. The event date is Saturday, 10th of January 2026. Dress code is black and white. On Saturday, 10th January 2026, Sierra Leoneans from the Netherlands and across Europe will gather in Rotterdam for the annual Sierra Leone Memorial Day and Thanksgiving service, a solemn national observance dedicated to honoring the victims of the Sierra Leone Civil War, the Ebola epidemic of 2014, the 2018 mudslide disaster, and the COVID-19 pandemic. This Day of Remembrance is more than a ceremony. It's a national obligation, a moment of collective conscience, and a clear declaration that Sierra Leone remembers, honors, and commits to never again. We will remember the men, women, and children who lost their lives during the Civil War that began on the 23rd March 1991 in Bomaru, Kailaun district, Sierra Leone. The victims of Ebola epidemic, those who perished in the region's mudslide tragedy, and the foreign nationals, especially ECOMOG soldiers who sacrificed their lives for the peace and freedom of Sierra Leone. This Memorial Day also honors survivors who still living with the physical, emotional, and psychological scars of those tragedies, and reaffirms our collective responsibility to ensure that such horrors are never repeated. Why your presence matters. For the Sierra Leonean diaspora, remembrance does not end at national borders. If we do not remember, history fades away, and if we do not gather, sacrifice is forgotten. This gathering in Rotterdam represents a united Sierra Leonean presence in Europe, an act of healing, reconciliation, and national solidarity, a living classroom for the younger generation, a visible statement that Sierra Leone stands for peace, unity, dignity, and progress. Attendance is not symbolic alone, but it is meaningful, visible, and consequential. Dress code, black and white. All attendees are respectfully requested to observe the official dress code of black and white. Black symbolizes mourning, remembrance, and respect for lives lost. White represents hope, peace, reconciliation, and our shared future as one country and one country and people by dressing together in black and white. We present a united visual expression of national memory and renewal of our hope as one nation. Sweet Mama Salon. A decade of diaspora leadership. Since 2014, the Sierra Leonean community in the Netherlands, through the Sierra Leone humanitarian organization Rotterdam, has sustained this Memorial Day as an annual tradition. For over the decade, the diaspora has carried the responsibility of remembrance with dignity, consistency, and purpose. We welcome the government of Sierra Leone's declaration of the 18th January as a National Remembrance Day and the establishment of a dedicated body to oversee its observance. We are committed to strengthening the collaboration so that national and diaspora remembrance efforts advance together in unity and impact. A call to action. We call on all Sierra Leoneans in the Netherlands and across Europe, community leaders, elders, youth, families and students, religious leaders, social and cultural organizations, and friends of Sierra Leone. Be present, be counted, dress in black and white. Bring your family, represent your community and organization. Let Rotterdam on the 10th of January 2026 stand as a living testimony that the Sierra Leone diaspora remembers its past, honors its heroes, and commits to a peaceful future. This one day, one city, one people, united in remembrance. End of press release. So this now the press release we get from the organizing team of the Sierra Leone Memorial Day, Holland. So now the question we Baba Shekpi asked earlier on, say why we decide for do this remembrance, right? That was your question, right, Babashek?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I go turn to Pastor Roland.
Okay. Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Ibrahim Sori, for this initiative. I think it was a brilliant one. I think needed. You know, when you look at even Europe or the world as a whole, you find out that one thing they do every year, even though the Second World War, was fought during the 1940s, but yet still up to now, then they commemorate and then they celebrate, then they get an annual event for commemorating. Why? It serves as a moment where then they remind themselves of the horrible thing will happen. Because some of the one that they now, they were not even in existence during the time where the war they actually fought. But one thing that they do, then they remind them of the horrible things that happened. And reminding them, they serve as a caution for let nobody not think of going down that road anymore, because it was a disaster. So I think it is the same thing. It carries the same meaning with this one where the Rotterdam Association actually, come up with. We start, of course, from 2014. It is served as a moment where we remember waiting upon the event of himself, the disaster, the problem. The damage will take place, the amputation of humans, wherein not to, outsiders, then now we self Sierra Leoneans, then now we turn against we self. When we sit down and remember that, they give we the ability for think well, for think straight, that no, we don't want to go down that line there anymore as Sierra Leoneans. We don't want to take that, that road anymore, where we go reach at a stage where we go damage ourselves, we go kill ourselves. And so when we come together, it remind we of that. Let we not take that line again. But also, it serves as a moment where we celebrate. Well, even though they don't die, but there were people who sacrificed their lives. Even though we they enjoy peace now, but there were people who sacrificed their lives for this peace where we they enjoy now. Are we just going to keep quiet and say, okay, then don't die, the events don't do, we enjoy peace now, so we forget about them? No. So therefore, this Thanksgiving or memorial program also serve as a day where we they honor them, as a moment where we they actually reverence them. In other words, thanking God for their lives. It is because of their sacrifice. That is why we are alive today. We are enjoying it. So therefore, it's worth it for we remember them. And finally, not only that we remember the one that we don't die, we sacrifice their life, but also we remember the victims that we survive all of them problems here. There are people who went through tragic, experience. I can vividly remember the first program where we get in Rotterdam, where Mama Ila in testimony. It was like the entire hall, everybody was on tears, just listening to one testimony where Dama Miki waiting to go through during the rebel war. It was tragic. So it is like when we come together, all of these, they serve as a moment for we actually remember waiting on past, but yet still we did thank God for the one that we survive, but also it remind we for let we not take that road day again, because not a road where they born good picking. And I thank God that this initiative actually commenced now Holland, and for the mere fact that the government also don't recognize that now, it's just a symbolic one that this idea, this concept, in my own opinion, was born in Holland in 2024, and now it is, I mean, a national issue down Sierra Leone. So it's a good one. So it is good that we celebrate them now, Holland we continue to celebrate them. So I think I will stop so far.
Okay. Thanks so very much, Pastor Roland. And now, to one of the initiators of this particular Memorial Day, how you feel where the government don't declare the 18th of January as a day for we remember all things and the way happen in our country?
Well, thank you very much, Baba Sheikh. Thank you for me co-panelists them already. They don't throw light of the importance of this particular event. For me, I think the government this thing not overdue, because since when the war finished in 2002, we Pakaba declared the war done. And with the effort of the TRC, civil society organization, we don't go around the country, will be the push for let we go able get a Remembrance Day. Not only for law get a Remembrance Day, but law also I mark landmark areas, them monument, the way we go able show, picking them way not be know, or people that way do not be know about the war where they not be born yet, but also student the way go on for can do research for let them go able see say yes now around during the war this now landmark then are areas, and this way we identify as a monument. We go na the history book. For example, we get the slaughterhouse na Kailan, where the late General Maskita be there when Ayana they be the slaughter people they like how they slaughter cow. So then thing and they will be need for preserve them. So for we when me I can meet this initiative, it was just a dream come true. As he say, okay, if the country, the nation not able to recognize this day, they're not able to come up with a date, but some people were with brothers and sisters, and when they're far away from home, they know the importance of this. They don't start for celebrate them. That'll be one key element will push me for that join them. And for me, I'm glad the way finally where the government on declare the 18th of January as the National Remembrance Day, because it will help we, follow we learn about we history. It will help we follow know who we don't come on, who we want for go. And also, as Pastor Roland be say, so that we not go ever attempt, for do that thing there, we go repeat what it be happen. So on the government in own side, now a timely thing this, it be done overdue. And now that way they don't do it, we just the hope say the institution where they don't set up, the body where they don't set up, it not go just be a bulldog where it go just the bite, but it go be an institution where we're able to in work, we go make sure say it able always bring to light research works that would happen, documentaries that would happen, a lot of things that go able to happen. We go get a whole museum where we go able for for able keep the legacy of the war. And also we also try for extend we hand, since we don't do an IR 2014, we don't extend we hand to that organization. We don't try for contact the chairperson for we go ready for share institutional ideas them on how we don't they do the thing waiting we don't make we don't succeed. We also want for make sure say it not just be a national thing, but also it will be an event where Sierra Leoneans are all over the world can able photocopy and they will able remember that particular day. So now a welcome idea. We just hope say the invitation or the letter of intent we don't send to the body, the organization will able welcome the idea and follow partner with them, follow share idea, so that we go continue for do this thing here, because already the Sierra Leone Memorial and Thanksgiving Day celebration in Netherlands get vast experience, because if people they don't they do something for 2014, I believe saying at the 13th year this their experience, the knowledge where they get, how they run, they do them, and a very unique. So I believe saying that a good combination for not only for celebrating and salon, but also for able to celebrate, bring together the Sierra Leoneans and the diaspora, because that's one big event anyway. They always happen every year in Holland. So for now, one for stopping and for us.
Yeah, thanks so very much, Mr. Mana, for that. Piece the way give we. Well, me family for the benefit of the one them we no say from 2014. Now we don't start this memorial Thanksgiving Day na Hollandia. Now the video be the place so large just project them again at the screen for the family and see. This na the video from 2014 where now Hollandia we start this particular memorial day. Till date, we dey Panam. So we feel so very, very happy because of the government itself don't try for look into that. Say it's like if then they celebrate Memorial Day in other parts of the world because of waiting will happen at the country. So it's high time for late Sierra Leone and themselves get a particular date where themselves go to celebrate that particular day. Well, we tell God thank you, day like today, it don't happen. So, well, now, why all Sierra Leoneans them for presence on this particular day on the 10th of January 2026? Because we all know, say, we forbid on this particular day, but why the 10th? And why people for presence, especially Sierra Leoneans, why them for presence on this particular memorial day? Over to you, Ibrahim Sohi.
Yeah, well, that's a good one. Of course, the question may also come up and say, well, what we don't do for the past years is we don't fix and say, would they do the memorial the second Saturday of every January, so that it could be easier for everybody. And since say sometimes how the calendar can go, make the new year not be too close to the Saturday we for do the program. So we push and say to the second Saturday, with the exception of where it can happen. I think it don't happen one or two times, where the 6th can be in Saturday. Even last year, if I'm not mistaken, also, maybe Saturday. So try for use the 6th of January. Of course, we not only use the 6th of January because the 6th of January is very important in Salon, Freetown, to be specific. But we'll be just try for use that particular day because, of course, this is not a memorial for the whole country and all what happened during the war, the Ebola and the mudslides, COVID things, everything all put together now. Of course, we don't publicize this date, the 10th. From last year, we don't do the memorial because once we finish the memorial, like we do on this next week, Saturday, the 10th, we fix already the dates for the following one. So when the president make the proclamation, Salon, say the 18th of January, it could be the officially remembrance day in Sierra Leone. We already be done fixed. We on dates the Saturday, so it will be difficult for make we able rearrange again and make we able get the venue will for use the place for use for the occasion itself. So we make we just maintain them for the 10th. Of the other challenge we will get again is that if we want to on the same day with Sierra Leone, if you not be on in weekend, then it will be somehow difficult because of people and commitments. So we need to go work and all the rest of it. I wish the way we get luck, we'll meet up, say we own Independence and Salon. Now we own King Ion birthday in Holland. We just coincide for we that the 27th of April, now official holiday for we. I wish if we don't happen so again the same way with this kind of thing, so that we not ever get a headache we will just fix and that way. But the way I did so now, we keep on to the second Saturdays of the January. In case we see say we're able to match up with the 18th, which technically I don't think say possible, because if not the second Saturday for me we go to the 18th, it no go. But we go try for see the year we go possible say the 18th it will be on a Saturday. Then that 10 day we go shift maybe to the third Saturday, probably. So we will meet up the Salon. For me, we able to do that in what's in the other question we asked me again, Seth?
Why?
For day.
Yeah, matters.
Well, we for day because as me, I can always say this memorial thing we do now, Holland. When we reflect back and sit down and say, okay, we there today would get this good life, so to speak, because of what happened to we young people there. Somebody in me they say it's in a scholarship, the Rebel War give scholarship to most of we for able Canada, Europe and other parts of the world where we did it. So if we able gain something good out of something bad way happen, the least we can do now for make we able to sit down, take a moment and remember them people and pray for them for the one that we don't pass away. Because now the what happen as alone, we can at this part of the world. Now that case day we can present to them people there where they allow majority of we for staying in country there. So if the two way happen now we country make we survive in this situation here, what else can you do? At least once in a year when I meet somewhere and pray for the people that we don't pass away. The one that we sacrifice their life them. We still get people within we community them up till now. We still get the trauma. We get people away and cut their hand. Then still they within our community. So for me, we would take a moment once in a while say yes. We don't forget to now. Now because of our own suffering, make we able to get this kind of life over again so they can today. Because some of we experience the war, but the way how some other people experience it's totally different. Some once you see them, you say indeed they're able then go through this warrior because they see the scar in their body. Means some people in cut their hand, cut foot or other kind way bullet something other stuff. Every kind way somebody affected where you physically see and say yes indeed. But some of we don't get any physical things in there. So at least it makes sense as Sierra Leonean. We could take one green day out of the 365 days of the year. Say this day today, when we can sit down solemnly, make we think about with people that we don't pass away, pray for them, and make we remind ourselves again, say, this year make it not repeat itself again. Because if you not go back to the history, you will get the tendency for things say. Because if I can go back, I remember we did tell the salon where we were in Africa, where they talk about the world and say, people they not take serious. Like they say rebel get on. Those are the question people will be asked. You understand?
Yeah,
then get tail because we in Africa it's like we not get yet the thing until we then come. We realize, okay, so this thing is really serious. You understand? So if we don't maneuver, God don't come put you in any part of the world. If we remind ourselves of what happened, especially the one that we not be there at all, we not be experiencing this war completely. Some the way they even tell they be like, what the people are they talk about? Rebel will be happening as alone? No, because some of them be too young for me to know to be gone. Some they not be even born there yet. So if we not get this kind thing for Otin and for remind them, more not get like what we they get before this where the everybody talk say this country pass them first now before you able better. Because that's what the slangs the way people in the get and during the time we Momode as president, say Salonia pass who first before things will go before. Where the thing happen in Liberia, we refugee and commode then come meet in a salon, we still not be the take them serious until we can our own country. So now, if they remind ourselves on that, I'm sure people will say, no, this is not to affect business. The funny thing about fighting is that we won't affect What's the thing end up na table and go sit down? They make peace. So which means why will nobody don't even take that way? They say when I'm more sit down at table, more discuss about the differences we'll get. Instead, we kill people and force, destroy people them, traumatize people them, and then go back at the same table, you know, more can talk. So these are the things that we need for remind ourselves, say, it better more go they talk. Make we go they talk things, more they discuss things. You understand? Criticize, make them criticize, you know, mean say, you're not a bad person. And just tell you what's in the other person thinks say you do wrong. In that way, we'll be able to move the country go before, because the feds not get for help. If any side way feds day, good thing they commodity. Look now what's in the happen between Ukraine and Russia. Now European country, where did the feds? Refugees they can they struggle. Go up, it's not good. So war not a good thing. So that is why we want to make we as Leoneans, we the now this part of the world, make we present next Saturday, the 10th of January, more meet up in Rotterdam, 3 o'clock p.m. for make we sit down together and do what we plan to do. Think about we people who don't pass away and pray for them. Remind ourselves, say, this thing will forever repeat itself again.
Okay, thanks so very much. Well, my family, this now the Salon Memorial and Thanksgiving Day team. They are today for can give you an update on how it get for look like and the reason why then come up with this particular Memorial Day. Now let me go now to Pastor. Let's go to the biblical side of it. Why memorial so important? We come in terms of religion.
Thank you very much for that question. I think it's really important. You know, just before I answer that question, I just want to make reference to, you know, I've been one of my friend we when like Guinea come out, we all been there all and yeah, and you know, procedure become difficult for then he make a statement say, he said probably we say need for facts now we country so that they go accept we now this country. I look I say this, you don't know it they talk. Because if he'll say, I mean, now gladdy, I mean, travel people and gladdy for travel for left the country come, although of course it turned out to be a better life, but yet still it was not a moment of happiness. Let's go to the question. I mean, from a biblical point of view with regards to memorial services, because you find out even within the Christian tradition, when people then die, they get a memorial service for, I mean, then people and they will die. And the purpose why they get that memorial service, it is just similar to the reason why we commemorate the people, the victims of the war, or the one that we die during the war, or the one that we go through problems during the Ebola. It is a moment where you actually, first of all, they think of the things that the person don't do in a life. We they give I mean, like you will say a eulogy of the things and the good things that the person don't do in a life. And then, but also it's serving as a remembrance to we all that one day life, I mean, can be terminated. Death is a possibility. Death is an inevitable journey. And so when you put all them things then they together, at times it bring to we consciousness that, I mean, if I dip on bad thing, if I do something when all right, life together so that, I mean, just in case anything happen at any time, make sure say, are they on the right track? So it is the same thing from a scriptural point of view or from a biblical a Christian tradition. When we make this memorial service, it is serving as a remembrance to we were they alive now. Let we know say the fact is death now one thing we now a possibility. But yet still a lot of people don't die during the war. But it is like it is served as a remembrance that we self can die at any time. But yet still, while we are alive, let us make sure that we do the right thing, number one. Let the thing we kill them people and they let it not occur again. Now we online, let we do everything for prevent them. So that when we go, the question will go where we can before always ask yourself, what will you be remembered for? It is important. What will you be remembered for? So when we make this memorial program, it a remind we say, let we do all we best for make sure that peace continue for reign in Sierra Leone, that we not go into war again. Whatever we do, let we do all we best for make sure that war not take place anymore, but yet still let we live the right life so that when we don't pass away, we go live a tangible, a good, and a reputable memory or legacy we people then will talk about we in the future, even when we're not there again. I think I will stop so far, Mr. Babashe.
Okay, thanks so very much. Well, now let me go to one of the organizers of this particular Memorial Day. How that particular day they get for look like, Professor Mana?
Well, first of all, before I go answer your question, make I also add to why, because people that go they say, now the country no declare no memorial or remembrance day for the Ebola, for the mudslide. But when we look at as a committee, we see the importance because now a single act will cause the life of not to one person die no more, but not to one person perish, not to one person suffer, and we get hundreds of life. Recently I visit the place, I see where that thing they happen. The one the way they near they say to date people body then they under, not to everybody that be able to pull, the kind houses. So now we bring together not only the war but also the Ebola, because Ebola we lost life. We government statistics will say we lost over 1,000 or 4,000 people, but that was more than that because a lot of more people then die where they're not able to account of. Some man die in a bush, some man they're not able give account to them. The same as the most like people then they we perish. Now think the way if you Google Salon today, now some of the things that they sabi we for nowhere about civil war, nowhere about we Ebola, nowhere about we mudslide. So now event that we need for always remind ourselves about and try for prevent, so that then things that will happen not go occur again. Like the mudslide, waiting at we your role as citizen, waiting at the role of the government, so that thing that they not go repeat. We need for remember that thing that we need for little picking and back. They're not they're not be done born yet. They themselves know say we country at one point in time, because then they're not in our history book. We they read about history, European history. We know about Napoleon invasion. We know about how the Second World War, the Normandy event. But we not get on our history books them. So we now thing for law will keep them alive, so that memories they could ever remain for them our mind and to the next generation, so that they were able to learn from that. Going to the question, yes. This now one of the events. I believe say from Women on Canada, two events women know where they always bring Sierra Leoneans in, not only in Holland but in the other around Europe. When are the outing and also the Memorial Day, where they get people that where they come out from other parts of Europe all together, for that day we not together as waiting as somebody from the north, from the south, from the east, or Mende Timini. We together as a nation, as Sierra Leoneans, we all get one with one focus. We the mourn, the tragic things that will happen in our country, and our event down the way can always, bring that unity inside we. They bring that culture, which will come up with yonder, they bring them together. So now a meant point that time that they whenever we meet up, now time where they reflect, now time where we they try for also meet and share. So now important event we are not believe say anybody who want for missing because now an educative time when you look at the speakers them. And this year the team what we choose now, we say peace, freedom, and resilience, something like that. And we get different subject that way they go for go teach on. They go for teach on, and for law we think, Lord remember waiting be don't happen. With another person also get for think about, Lord we maintain the peace we don't get. And Lord celebrate the peace we'll get. Lord, the other person go for teach about the hope, as a nation that that kind of thing there, we know the hope for that kind of thing there repeat again. So now event we pack not to just a remembrance day, but now also an educative time where people that go able to come because I believe some people that way they can way their speakers that they speak now the time that they know so this kind of thing be happen in my country and not be even get knowledge of her because in ordinary history book, but some people that able do research and they do so long we come together wherever you did, now time for let go learn new thing about your nation, for let go know what happen. Then one day where they not be there, where they not experience, not to like we way now the heart of the war, now there we come out, we know where they say para, we know what thing gun sound mean. We could tell you say this sound now AK-47, we go tell you say this Beruta, we go tell you say this RPG, we go tell you which move we go need for make. So an event for law we come together and now we learn from we deal with what happen in our nation and how we able to prevent short for let not happen again. Because now only when we come together, we go able to land anything there and together we go able better our country and we lives them.
Okay, but give any updates about everything we get for the expect that particular day.
For that day, of course, we don't forget the speakers.
The time, the place, and everything.
Well, allow Ibrahim, sorry, insert not on that.
Okay. Well, the time, of course, now 3:00. 9 would they start the program officially.
Not a black man time.
Well, not a black man time. So what we don't try for do even what we go do this year is that the program will start with the opening prayers. Just after that, we'll begin the refreshments. So item 13, they become item 2. Now the food as we don't pray them, we eat first. So we don't eat, we don't say continue first. So for the one that we go they think so, then get for late. It's good. You can be late. One may come early, but if you not come quick, you go meet the food side go done already. So that the people now free, not to pay 1 cent.
Okay.
So that the people who for in our kitchen, then back we able to get time for sit down at the audience, many read exactly what they talk. And of course for the direction, if they come by, if they use motoka, the address there on the flyer, that it could be easy for the one way they use public transport. If you can at Rotterdam Central Station, you take the metro where they go to Slingen, and then they step out from Zoutplein. We come on Zoutplein. If you ask for the you go towards Hanoi, now close the school day. Now they close by now they do the program.
5 minutes walk.
So in order to find it's a very easy space site for Sabi. We go, of course, we get forget speakers. Them we go try we best for make we keep the timing so that we not go keep people in too long. Now the place is dark quick. Saying this now winter time. Before they say 5, 6 o'clock, the place done dark already. So now that's what they try for work on. So they encourage everybody for come on time. Of course, the dress code now black or white. You can combine them or you can use one of them. But as long as now black or white, you use that not to one problem. As Baba Sheikh they ask, you don't need for pay anything, now free or enter. at the place. Nobody not the remote say for example, again for asking for ticket or something. This is a free event we do. The event itself, the committee members and other community members them, and then they contribute then your money, where they try for finance this whole thing from the food and paying for the hall and all the rest of it. And the money we would they put together, now they use for that. So in that case, as I say, it will be next Saturday, the 10th of January, 3 o'clock p.m. in Rotterdam. And they will get for meet up, and we'll try for make we start on time by God in power.
Yeah, thanks so very much. Well, if I'm with this is a memorial Thanksgiving Day Netherlands, the team we get for organize a particular day. So let me not forget for come out in numbers, for come be a part of that particular day now Rotterdam on the what's that the term again? The 10th?
10th, Saturday the 10th.
Yeah,
Saturday.
the 10th of January 2026, 3 o'clock. Please let me make it a point of duty for car attend, and I just imagine why the team itself 14 years or 13 years ago. It's not like my nephew. So please let me come out.
Yeah, I see the video. Time don't go.
So young, Pastor Roland, very, very young.
Exactly. Well, thank you for the life, eh? Because most of the people that want to say that video day,
most of them relocate, some
relocate, but yeah.
So,
God thank you for that.
Baba Sheikh, also one of the things that we also they do, and we also want to let people they help we on, because we know to magician, we don't know everything. Do ya? If anybody did not we naya every day, because we also last year we begin include with brother and sister that we all can we some man don't answer the call, before time. So we also begin remember that. So if anybody there where do ya send we a name and in a picture, just a name and picture, and maybe if you get the city outside every day, then we go able also, because we can able display down there and also follow remember them where they don't pass away. So do you done another appeal to we, because this year we team where we choose for this event. Now we say from conflict to peace, gratitude to freedom. Now in our team, so we don't come up from conflict, we dare to peace now, but we get for appreciate the freedom what we get, what they enjoy, so that we all were able to better. So do you me appeal, personal appeal now? Do you either send it to Baba Sheikh self if you not get any of
that is very simple, sir, because Ibrahim so in a posting way, if something like that happens, now the first week, so you get everybody picture.
Yes, I think say the paramount chief for Holland, the salon paramount chief for Holland. When the first call of please Unaki send a number people that we die recently, because we still get people that we last year we still get a photo there. The one that we die recently we don't know about. So, some people that they know to all the one that 99.9 Ibrahim sorry Baba Sheikh that they did landed there, but 1 or 2% a day we will not even know. So do you let because we don't want to let anybody feel left out. This is a community business.
Very true.
And
for more, just make it clear is that of course we do the Memorial Day because of the war victims, Ebola, and the mudslides. But from last year or so, we don't incorporate, since now Holland we did, we own brothers and sisters that we passed away, may them still continue for rest in peace. We also they make a moment for remember them. So now that's make brother Ernest, they say in case anybody they way pass away, we not can we notice, because normally what they do, if anybody happen, either me know, Baba Sheikh know, so we get record of them and any. But just in case for the one that we not get record of, and person knows, oh yeah, this person is Sierra Leonean, they pass away society within Holland, then you can give we you can able to help with that information so that we will incorporate them on the day for the memorial, make we also Gideon Leone a moment of silence.
Okay. Well,
Okay. And I also want to add just an appeal to all Sierra Leoneans, especially within the Netherlands. Let we know for sure that this memorial program the team they organize, it has nothing to do in essence, say whether you are SLPP or APC or you are part of the team. It is a national program. So therefore, in spite of where the initiative come from or with differences in with political affiliation, it has to do with Sierra Leone. So I really want to appeal to we all. Let we really make them a point of duty. Let we come together just for once a year. Let we come together. Let we commemorate the events they are, the sad events that are being take place in our country. It's really important that nobody not for left out. Nobody. So I really want to make that appeal there as well. Yes, sir.
okay. Thanks so very much. Well, we are about to end this particular program. But before the end the program, I go on for Larry all the last statement them. And Professor Mana Engo close the program for we tonight. And I don't know if Pastor Roland will give a word of advice or a prayer before we give you last statement then. So over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Babashek. Well, my own last statement, just like what I don't, like what I just said previously, I just want to re-echo that. It is a moment we all they come under the green, white, and blue. For remember, for commemorate the event of especially the war and of course the Ebola, the mudslide as well. We people away we lost. It's a moment where we come a solemn moment where we only come together. We come for can commemorate. It is a moment where I think say nobody not for be left out. We want for pray. We want for ask God that next week Saturday, God go carry we go to Rotterdam safely, and it will bring we take we back from Rotterdam to we homes them safely. And we just believe that at that time it will be a moment where we also, unite together to let we know say we are all Sierra Leoneans in spite of we differences in other things, but we are all Sierra Leoneans. Let God help we, let we continue for push this particular concept, not only within the Netherlands, but also in other European countries. We just pray that then will also emulate this particular initiative. Thank you very much. And we hope for see we all next week, 3 o'clock.
Thank you so very much, sir. Over to you, Brother Ibrahim Sohi.
Well, I go follow on what in Pastor Roland say. We look forward for receive everybody in Rotterdam by God in power. May God spare the life. And I make a point of duty for the Naya. As he rightly said, this is not really matter what I come up with the initiative. The important thing is about this the green, white, and blue. So more make a point of duty for Kana Rotterdam on Saturday, 3 o'clock. Make we can do this very important occasion here.
Yeah, Professor, you go end the program for me today.
Well, may your appeal they go on a national base, on a national level. They appeal directly to the government and also to the body we don't set up that they're going able to try for reach because we don't use, of course, the official medium for able reach to them. We also want for use this medium for extend, we hand to them and for tell them say we're ready for work with them for share ideas, and then at the end of the day we want for make this program not just a national one but it be an international one. So wherever Australians and they go able for able partake. And also I want for appeal to because we also be start dialogue with other European countries them, and also America for see how they go able, we all, they say go able, copy and just, do the same kind of thing, so that every year we all go do am at once, so that as they go on at na salon, they go on at Europe, they go on at other countries them, so that we go get a uniform event, so that at the end of the day we go able to acknowledge that particular event day. And also I want for appeal that when we they come, because this event okay they organize not to just salon people that they come, we also they get, for me the first time where I attend and the second third time where I be part of the thing, it not just look like Sierra Leonean event, it look like West African event, because we get Ghanaians the way that they come, we get Nigerians there, we get Liberians there, we get Guineans there also, where they all they come. So do at the appeal this time, Lord, we invite people that let them come, because we also get sessions that will they acknowledge the sacrifice of their other West African countries than do we war for we own peace. And also the appeal, do ya this time around, this are 2026. Lord will not do black man time. Lord will do now with man country, the Lord do with man time. 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock we go done. Do ya now, because people are not kick out on time, now that name with a delay. But do ya when a lot count on time, we go start on time or we go finish on time, so that we all go get a memorable time. So I want to say thank you to the host, and we encourage our follow all come, that day. Lord not left the beginning and bien, let us come and learn. Thank you for everyone.
Okay, when family I saw the end program for tonight. And we all don't forget say this Saturday, we all for meet up now Rotterdam, 3 o'clock. So on that note, now we say tata.